A group trailer from Paul's Nvidia short. I love that. That's great. He's gonna murder me.
That is beautiful. That is beautiful.
Oh, hello, welcome back. It's been like just 2 days, you know. we haven't been up to anything. So how are you doing?
Tired, but you know I'm doing okay. How about you, Dan?
Oh, friggin'. So I guess I should say why we were gone so long. Because basically all my auditors left, so it was just me. So I came back from vacation. They were all leaving already, I knew it, but all three of them were gone. I got this new requirement from the federal government to do. I did it all by myself and almost broke down crying once. And then I got some help, so I had to train new I have new auditors now, so hiring them, training them. And then I tell you what, this is my first taste of like what do you call it? Travel ball. Both my girls played travel basketball this fall. Holy shit, dude. Almost 6 months of like 3 to 4 days a week practice games.
Jeez.
So it was brutal. I thought softball was hard, man. Friggin' travel basketball is a brutal schedule. And then like one of their practices was on the other side of town. So it was like 2 hours of driving almost to round trip that like 4 times. So, but anyways, so here we are.
We're back, people. We're back, baby.
Yeah, we're back. I don't know if the sound quality is good. All my software licenses expired, so as you can see, I don't have StreamYard back. I might switch, and yeah, I don't have anything traditional. But how about you? How was the fall?
It was the fall. It was okay. Like while we were gone, I got fatter, and then since the fall between then and now, I'm not as fat as I was then, if that makes sense.
Yeah, you've been crushing it.
Yeah, I was above 225 pounds, and today I'm around 205. So
very nice.
You know, still a long ways to go though, but you know, progress, right direction. That's where I've been. That and banging my head against textbooks. Gotta love it.
So for people, I have a blackened whiskey. Actually,
very nice.
I like it. It's kind of like got almost a spice to it. So somebody recommended it when I was staring at the whiskeys. If you stare at the whiskeys long enough, some random guy will just come up to you and tell you what to pick, and you should listen to him because they're usually right. So, anyways, cheers to Friday. I think 24 now. It's kind of just killing time. People are like, why do you use intros? It's like, well, you got to waste like 5 minutes for people to come in after when you post it. So hopefully they see it and come in. And then I saw Ryan was earlier. He's at 7 now. Ryan Williams.
Oh, moved around.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
oh, go ahead.
We're still in for people. We're still in capital mindset.
No, so yeah, certainly.
We're still talking to everyone. Fabio is very busy. So if you're wondering what happened to capital mindset, just to be honest, he's really rich and he did really well in the markets during COVID. So he can do whatever the fuck he wants these days.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just funny to see these people that say they're so successful in investing, like on YouTube, and they just grind, right? And the grinding never stops.
Mhm.
It's like, well, what the hell's the point of all this if you just have to keep grinding your ass off forever?
Mhm.
Bobby doesn't have to do that anymore. So he's a byproduct of how good he did. And then him and Andrew running the fund.
Yep. Along with some other people that we definitely know.
Yep.
Yep.
I don't know how they're doing in the fund necessarily.
I have my suspicions, and I think they're doing quite well.
I mean, we get a taste of it. But,
Yeah.
no. And then I have my boomer chat in Discord, which I have fun with. I think we've done pretty well. We've had some really good wins. It's almost like a sub. I'm like a bonus Discord you get when you do Capital Mindset, and I don't cost you anything. So we have a little core of like 5-10 people, and try and focus on industrial military investing because I think there's a lack of that in general. YouTube investing, I think there's a lack of military industrial investing. Everyone's a lot of fintech and tech, software, SaaS, fucking, and just always the same goddamn garbage companies I hear about all the time. So try and be a little different.
Yeah,
But
it's good for people to diversify when you identified like good people in a space.
this won't be the show for it. Maybe it'll be the next time. I don't know. What should we Thursday or Friday every week? It's kind of what I was thinking.
I like either or. Yeah, at night.
I can do either. I think those like a Thursday, Friday, I think works. Start of the week is so like, what the fuck are you gonna talk about? Like nothing's happened. Like you can kind of recap, talk about what I did during the week, maybe. I feel like it's better to be like end of the week for this stuff. Okay. We'll try.
Yeah.
I don't know. Look,
It's
like
practically a hobby.
Bacon's going to school. I have a full-time job. Oh,
Yeah.
Also, while I was part of the reason I was gone from YouTube for people is so all my people left. I'm retraining new auditors. I got involved, and I told you about it on this. I can't talk about some of the detail, but there's a college that I audited, and we had to get lawyers involved. Went to the governor's office, I think. Millions of dollars of oopsies. So I met with the CPA firm that's been brought in to specialize in this type of accounting, forensic accounting. So really, really bad community college that did some bad things. So that was fun. I've been in countless meetings over this. I keep having to go there, and
hopefully
they're okay. The one thing
are okay. The ones
I
that
literally
don't
went
need to be
there.
punished hopefully are.
I literally went there to teach them how to do like their expense, like how to manage do accounting, let's say, for people. Like I literally was going there to teach them accounting because they were that bad. I gave them a detailed list of what I wanted them to be prepared beforehand, right? I show up and there's two people I've never seen before. I've never talked to. They stare at me and they're like, we were told to come to this meeting 5 minutes ago. Like, we don't know who you are.
God.
We don't know why we're here. So how can we help?
God. No.
I'm like, oh my God. I'm so mad. So I left after an hour because I was just like, this is you. I was ready to be there like for half the day. I'm like, this is useless. I told them, I'm like, I'm just gonna leave. I'm like, we're not getting anywhere. You have nothing to show me. So anyway, that was fun. But we're getting to the end of that. So I'm happy. Who else is here?
Light at the end of the tunnel.
A lot of microcap stocks we will talk about Iran a bit. People keep grinding because they love the game. For love of the game is a great meme right now. I saw somebody posted the Taliban are going to use suicide bombers, like battalion of suicide bombers against Pakistan. And someone tweeted, they're like, in the age of drones, they're still using suicide bombers for the love of the game.
It's messed up.
It's messed up. I love it. I told Fabio you should have struck to fees to collect more during the bumper years. I think he just Fabio literally, like, close your eyes, people. Think of how good he is at investing. He's better than that. Like, because I've seen, I talk to him more. We run stuff, and he's better than you even think he is. So anyway, that's why he doesn't do videos all the time. He doesn't have to.
No, yeah. The videos are pretty much like just him being nice to people, honestly,
Probably.
or just having fun.
I can only watch when Dan is hammered. Content is too slow when he's sober.
That's a great username. Peace, love, and
Yeah,
animal.
we were just doing introductions before we talk about real things. Blake Downer, that's what I was going to say. Oh my God, these people. It's a Friday night. UK British Warren, we miss you, buddy.
Yeah.
Do you still own? Yes, I still do. I almost sold some of it for Turning Point Brands. That was it was going really well, actually. I mean, people bought in the 90s. It got up to 140, and then the last earnings, they I guess they decided to like double down on their reinvestments in the business and offering discounts on their products, and the stock went right back to where it was at the beginning. So that's what's been talked about in I mean, honestly, that's a better investment idea than buying BTI over 50 to me. So it's an interesting company. I'm not in it yet. Dan, I've got a really sketchy business you need to audit.
There's a jurisdictional thing.
I'm a professional audit supervisor, if you're new. So like I am the person that goes into places and tells you to show me your shit. And if you don't have it, I'm the one that I make a big problem for you. I don't go away. And I love awkwardness. So you're kind of screwed. I just keep emailing you for years. And I smile when I do it because that's how it, you just keep bugging people forever. Anyways. What was someone had a comment. Dividend Dude?
Yeah, it was Lincoln. Apparently we lost Dividend Dude. Like I've like kind of muted that
he
guy,
renamed himself.
Oh, he did?
He's some other goddamn useless investing term now.
Oh geez.
He should have stuck with Dividend Dude. I think he switched it because he was getting so bullied. And if you want to go, the people, it's funny though. People thought I was so mean to him. Like there was people who either agreed with me on principle, or they said I was just being a mean old man. Like, so nobody technically agreed with him in our debate. But if you go watch that now, it aged like fine wine. Like all my critiques of him, like I critiqued his Nike investment. I told him he wasn't going to hold it long term, and he sold it like 2 months after that. I told him it wasn't cool that he had a paid subscription service where he bought publicly and sold privately. He got mocked for that mercilessly till he got rid of it. So pretty much every critique I had of the dude he denied vehemently that I was right. I was right on all of it. So you and me knew Nike was a trash investment. We used to,
it wasn't like
we went over the earnings like on this channel. You can go back and look. I don't know if we titled it Nike, but like nobody all these idiots online that say Nike's a good investment. None of them talk about the North American shoe business and it's failing, and they have there's no recognition it is failing, let alone what their plan is for Nike to turn it around, which newsflash, they're not turning it around because it's being taken from them. It's not just disappearing. Like they are actively losing their shoe business to Hoka. And on. It's not a secret what's happening to them. So the people buying Nike are looking at the past and think, well, it's going to go back up there because it went there in the past. And they're idiots. Value investing is a useless freaking methodology for investing. Anybody else had a comment? Did I miss?
I
got far.
Just a bunch of like, happy people that were back.
We're going to try weekly. My goal originally was one educational video, educational, and then one live stream a week. Maybe I can try and get back to that. So I have to find like research papers that are interesting. Like the one, there's been a few that I did I thought were interesting. So what else? I mean, I'm pretty happy with how things have gone. So a lot of my theses on HVAC, which Boeing, it's all turning pretty well, actually. I'm pretty happy with it. Caterpillar, my biggest buy of the tariff liberation massacre. Fucking happy with that one. ANET worked out really well. Thank you, Jesse.
Yeah, shout out to Jesse.
Thank you. Shout out to Jesse for that really good thesis on ANET. I just free thought that. Yeah, what else? There's been some really good Netflix. Oh, that worked. Oh. We should wait for that. Worked out amazing. That was probably one of my proudest trades since the PayPal earnings last fall. Where like a lot of stuff I talk about it, like I'll throw 10 grand at it just for the love of the game. But so that one though, I went heavy into the Netflix merger arbitrage that I saw. That worked out exactly how I was hoping. All right, we should talk about. I guess we should talk about things actually in the title, right?
No, we did. We are back. That, us talking like this is us being back.
Okay. I'm drinking, so I'm gonna start talking fast and mouthy, right? You want to start or me?
Go ahead. You fire away.
I am so goddamn sick. I'm so fucking goddamn sick of these non-accountants going on Twitter and FinTwit and wherever and telling me and you and Andrew and Fabio, real accountants, about round trip financing. I'm so sick of it. It's fucking nonsense. Like the criticisms that they have of what Nvidia is doing are nonsense. And they're all experts, but when you ask them actually a question about why they think it's round tripping, they'll always preface like their response and be like, "Oh, I'm not an accountant." But I'm like, why is there a but? You shouldn't be. You don't know what the fuck you're talking about. You literally don't. You just read the financials, but you don't know how the financials got presented that way. Like, it just drives me nuts. And this was, I know, a month ago for people, but like, in essence, like, there's nothing there's nothing wrong, on the surface level of a company like Nvidia giving cash to their supplier or their vendors, in return for, let's say equity or debt issuance or something like that, some sort of investment. And then they take that cash and then they make more products and expand their operation. It's like vendor financing, people. Like, I don't understand why people are making such a big deal out of this. You were taking, like, here's accounting for people. You're taking cash, an asset, and you are converting it to an equity investment or a liability or, some sort. Yeah. Like, so you're getting equity or you're getting, some sort of debt, I don't know, bond payments or something, but you're not like swapping cash for cash, which would be really weird. Right.
Yeah.
But
yeah,
they're not like, what is your thoughts? Go ahead.
It's much to do about nothing. Like, the beautiful thing is, like, assuming that they are right, like that this is a horrible cabal that's going to blow up and it's all going to be doom and gloom. Like, that sort of stuff takes time. Like, you don't have to rush to be like, I figured it out. Like, at least wait for the cracks to show,
Like, for people like, so Nvidia gives a company cash for 4% of the company, something like that. The company then takes that cash and converts it into buildings and equipment, right, to build more chips. But they're building equipment and manufacturing expansion for the product they already built in the first place. So they're expanding due to the rapid and insane and insatiable demand for their products. So, like, to me, I'm like, there's nothing nefarious about what they're doing, like, on the surface. I mean, people want, 5 years from now, okay, we're going to find one bad apple in here. But these companies are trying to figure out how to satiate this insatiable demand for their Nvidia specifically, their product. They can't sell these GPUs fast enough. So what are they trying to do? They're trying to expand their freaking vendor base to build more of their products to enable all this growth. Like, this is more of a reaction. Like, to me, this is more of a reaction to the insatiable demand. They're not creating the insatiable demand for GPUs and data centers. They are reacting to create it because of the customer demands of companies like Meta, right? That's what I see. So how are they doing this? Well, this is how they're doing it. They're taking the money and they're trying to invest to expand operations. That's what I see. So it's driving me nuts. And if someone has a specific example of some sketchy, nefarious thing they're going to call round tripping, okay. But like just calling all of these actions round tripping, it's a lot of it's vendor finance. Like what's different about like what Nvidia is doing and Toyota? You buy a Toyota, Toyota finances you to buy the Toyota. Oh my God, that's fraud. They're creating demand for their products, Bacon, because you wouldn't have bought that truck unless Toyota gave you the money to buy the truck because you never had the money in the first place. So is that okay? So why is that okay, but what Nvidia is doing not okay? Like, what's the difference? These people are driving me nuts. And Money Mark even said, well, I should have brought the clip. Money Mark is like, who cares if Nvidia gives cash to a supplier for a stake in their company? A minority non-voting stake, mind you. They're not taking controlling interest of these companies. They get 3-4%. Okay. But much to do about nothing. We said last year, I've said before, I'm pretty confident in the data center AI thesis playing till this fall. That was my opinion last year, based on the commitments that you could go read from like Mark Zuckerberg and people like that. A lot of the commitments they made to buying went through this summer/fall. So I figure, all right, well, their commitments go to there. I feel strong about this thesis until then. So this summer, reconsider that idea. But now we've got a war, so that brings a wrinkle to that idea. But so in essence, people, I think you have a lot of these Paul Gabriel type people that are trying to, they so desperately want to be the doom and gloom freaking bear that's right when it actually falls a bit. It drives me nuts. And I don't see anything like, what does this have to do with .com to me? Like .com companies created a website and all of a sudden their values quadrupled. They didn't actually, nothing tangible changed, right? Just multiple expansion. But like, okay, these companies are taking cash, right? They're getting cash for equity stakes and they are expanding. Like there is tangible activity going on. This is not .com. So if someone tells you this is like .com people, like they're fucking idiots. That there's no proof of that. It makes no sense. Like, but these are companies with real products. There's real cash flows. They're real expansions, right? And this is producing economic activity downstream with the people building data centers, memory. So, is that a good enough?
Yeah, I'd say so. I'd say that covers it.
I know this is old for people. People are probably, I already heard about this like a month ago, but I wasn't on. So, oh shit. Hold on. Let me switch.
All right.
Screen. I used the wrong.
I just saw a comment in the live feed about is Bacon on a watch list for being long BB or Build-A-Bear Workshop. Apparently it fell violently, which is funny because even though it's fallen, like I was told and looked into and like bought before I exited Build-A-Bear like around the 20s, and now it's in the 40s. Like it was actually up in the 70s.
That was the best. That's the trade. If you could go back to like the worst of COVID, that's the trade. Build-A-Bear. It was like $2. Now it's like 40. So, but
it was
they
one
must
that
get their bears
I
from
got
China.
way too early.
The tariffs must have kicked their ass. Yeah, so tariffs. Oh, we didn't even put that in the friggin' title. The tariff.
Yeah, we can throw it in. Why not?
So it's really interesting. Sometimes I wonder if maybe I was supposed to be a lawyer. Who knows? But like the tariff issue, just because of my government time, like I was pretty confident, right? I've been pretty confident for like a year that these are illegal tariffs. I think we did an episode a while ago about this when they first came out. I think one of the episodes when they first came out for Liberation Day, I was like, this is not a legal application of the Emergency Powers Act that doesn't mention anything about tariffs in it. So it takes a while for the Supreme Court. I got worried though, because like the first date where they could have released the tariff results, I was like, nothing came out. And then a week and then 2 weeks went by. And I'm like, oh my God, they're trying to figure out a way of how to get out of this, is what I was worried about. I was worried that the Supreme Court didn't want to have an opinion on his tariffs. They just wanted to punt it on like a technicality or just put it back to the lower courts or something just to not actually say they're illegal. And thank God. Regardless of what it does to the stock market, for people, like, thank God the Supreme Court did its job, because these tariffs were illegal. They were illegal from the day he opened these damn tariffs up. There's nothing in the Emergency Powers Act he used that allowed him to do this, to regulate through tariffs. It's not in there. So he was abusing a power that he never had. And I don't know why people forget, like, the power to regulate commerce is Congress's power.
Congress, yeah.
Congress has given the president specific tariff powers, which he rambled on about like 2 weeks ago, right? I have all these powers. Like, yeah, you have set, restricted, and very specific powers to tariff, right? And they're not forever. So he can cite like the one he just cited. Okay, that only goes for like 6 months. Then there's ones about like illegal trade activities, but he has to do work to show a report of why they're illegal before he can set them. Like, he has very specific tariff powers that have been given to the president of the United States by Congress. No more than that. If they want to do tariffs, it's Congress's power to do these tariffs in general, except for the few exceptions they've given the president over the years. So it drove me nuts, because I was like, it was illegal from the start. Drove me nuts that the Republicans in Congress, which they probably knew it wasn't going to pass the Supreme Court, and they just didn't want to get, piss off Trump. But here we are. My play was like Decker was primarily the company, and a little tiny bit of Elf, but Decker was mostly my tariff play, because I knew they had specifically told you in their earnings calls the effect on their margins of the tariffs. They've said it in their calls, like, this is the effect on our margins because of tariffs. So I could kind of do rough shotgun math to realize if the tariffs got booted, how much their marginal increase. And then I was like, all right, I think this is like a $250 company if these margins get booted. So that was, what was it? They dropped down to like 170, I think, right? Thinking. Oh, I'm off by 100. I thought it was 100. Jesus. I thought it was like $150 company. So when it dropped down below 100 into the 70s, I was like, holy shit. I'm like, if this goes the way I think, we're going to be in good time. I mean, it can go back to 100. I'm still doing all right on it. But I enjoyed also that it's a better investment than Nike, I think. So, where are we on here? Okay, we rambled about tariffs. But I'm happy. The rule of law is back, I think. So, I mean, there are some tariffs that probably should be put in place, and he has those powers. Yeah. The national security tariffs against China, fair enough. I don't think he's wrong. Tariffs based on unfair trade practices, like regarding like aluminum, stuff like that. Yeah, fine. They're specific, targeted, and they're allowable. So we'll see what he does. But I just found was like 20 states just sued over the 10% he just issued, saying he went over. He went past his legal boundaries again. We'll see. Let's see what's like. Supreme Court took their sweet time releasing that decision. Oh, it's going to be a nightmare to fix. Well, hurry up and release decision. I was getting worried, like, when they didn't release it right away. Now, the people that were like, well, they didn't tell them what to do with the money. How dare the Supreme Court? I'm like, oh my God. Like, I don't think they're Americans, or they didn't go do participation in government. The Supreme Court doesn't care about the money. The Supreme Court is there to fucking make decisions on the constitutionality of laws and executive orders. Like, they're not there to decide what the money. That's lower court shit. They don't care. They were just there to decide if the tariffs were legal or not. Yeah, it all works out, and then plus lawyers get paid now. But I mean, the international trade courts are going to rule, and they're going to have to give the money back, which will just print more money. It's cool. So
let's go.
Free money for the economy, I guess. I don't know how you want to think of it. AI threat to software narrative creates situations.
That's
that
for
should
sure.
be next week. I want to be more prepared for that. So Bacon can know. I'm like the SaaS hater of Capital Mindset. I like make it a point of making fun of SaaS companies all the time. I mean, how many times do I say there's no moats in SaaS? I can't. Somebody fucking told me too. They're like Dan, their customers are a moat. It was like the clients are a moat. I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? The client, the customers. Okay. Ooh, you're stretching that, but all right. What should we talk about? Okay. Let me switch. Paramount, Nvidia.
Yeah, good old
or Netflix.
M&A.
Yeah. Where'd it go? Okay. You know, I wish it would expand it. Why did it so? Okay. Well, just have something up for anyways. But what did you think of I don't think you had an opinion on this, did you?
Not really. Like, generally speaking, like we all know, like M&A, someone usually overpays to buy someone, and like that kind of gets reflected by what we've seen with Netflix walking away, and people are like, "Oh yeah, Netflix, you're so great. You print money and you're not overpaying, so your shares go up, or rather, the share price." Yeah, Paramount.
I wish I had thought about it more and bought Warner Brothers. I don't know why it got away from me when they declared that they were going to put themselves up for sale. Because I was thinking, I'm like, there's real valuable assets at Warner Brothers Discovery. I mean, some of it's pretty Discovery stuff can go
it's just the
throw in the
optics of
garbage.
that.
But like the Warner Brothers Studios and their DC rights, the Harry Potter, like the Lord of the Rings, like there's some real freaking value.
Oh yeah.
HBO, for God's sakes. So I should have thought about more. I'd be like, yeah, as soon as they said they were going to go up for sale, I should just thrown money at it. But I mean, who would have known who would bid? That was the unknown. I mean, you knew somebody was going to. Those assets are too valuable, especially in this era of streaming and eyeballs. But then when it got down to the two contenders, my thought from the very beginning, which I posted, right? I posted in the Capital Mindset. It's in there. But did we lose Bacon?
Yeah, my internet decided to be crappy. Does that from time to time.
I was pretty confident it wasn't going to happen. Like for various reasons, I'm like, I don't think Netflix is going to be able to buy them. Like just beyond the hurdle of like getting past Trump's administration, right? The hurdle of, the merger. But I was like, number one, the Netflix CEOs are not Trump people. Let's be real here. Like this is something people have to think about. You've never had to be like you've never had to be on the team of the president during something like this, a merger and acquisition. It was just approved by some department, or at least we never heard about that. In this case, you had one party that was best friends with Trump and one party that was not and was considered the woke brigade, let's say, for Netflix. They weren't looked on very kindly. So I was like, okay, let's look at who Paramount's owner is. Larry Ellis, his kid.
Yep.
Deep pockets. There's some deep pockets there. I'm like, he really loves his son. You can see he's older. He wants his son to create this, media company that he's always envisioned. Larry's gonna back this. I don't understand why this is so hard. You can look at the financials of Paramount and say they can't afford this merger all day. Papa's going to make sure it happens. Let's be real. He's one of the richest men in the world. That dude's going to make it happen. So like, let's think about this merger now. One side's Trump people, one side's not Trump people. Okay. And then the other part, like Netflix shouldn't, like the market told you, we can go look from the date of the announcement until it ended. We can go look at Netflix price. The market sometimes is very smart. Like the market is telling you they hate this merger. They're telling you. I've been through this before when I had a company announce a merger and it tanked. And like it was Cigna, right? Cigna was going to buy Humana. The stock just plummeted and they canceled the merger because I think people got to them and are like, what the hell are you doing? We're not in the same business as Humana. We don't want to be in that business. Like, this was the same thing. People at Netflix, like shareholders, are probably like, look, like, we make content, we license content. Like, even if they make it, right? Netflix isn't actually making it. They're like having like a production company make some of their content. They're in the business of running a streaming service, right? Subscriptions and like attaining eyeballs for more subs and more ad revenue. I was like, why do they want to make the freaking sauce? They shouldn't want to be in that business. It's expensive. You have to have assets in a movie studio. You have to deal with all the actors and writers guilds and create all that contract hassle like Boeing has to go through, more than they have. And then I'm like, this is such a terrible, like, to be vertically integrated entertainment company. Why? Like, this is bad for Netflix. I don't understand. Their CEOs and their two CEOs are not Trump people. It made no sense. And the stock told you the market hated it. So I said from originally, I'm like, as soon as Netflix got under like 90, I'm like, I was buying it with the one intent that it was going to fall through. And I'm like, as soon as that deal falls through, stock's going up. At least I thought like 20%. Without Iran, honestly, I think Netflix would probably be like almost 120 right now. Like, what's it at right now?
Good question.
Now people say, oh, okay, so obviously, let's say you want to buy Netflix and short Paramount. Hold on a second. Again, as I said, the dad is one of the richest men in the world. He's going to make this company work for his son as long as he's alive. Now, if Larry Ellis dies, okay, maybe, but as long as he's alive, Paramount, it will do just fine. He will make sure it exists. The piggy bank is open.
Yeah, if we count after hours, it's like $99 a share, thereabouts.
Yep. It probably Iran kind of screwed there was some momentum on that after the deal fell out that Iran killed. But I mean, I don't think it's a terrible buy right now, though, under 100. I still think about it. It's still kind of in the buy zone. Look who's here.
Yeah, he's actually going to be going to bed soon, if not already.
The man, the myth, the CPA of all. I am a legend. They answer for free. I'm going to bed soon. Kids are racked out. Oh, dude. Yeah, he's got his kids.
Yep.
Swimless.
Yeah, plus also busy season.
Yeah, it's fun. I think his kids are at that age where they get fun. I don't remember, but like 3-4, kids get fun at that age. Mm-hmm. You don't have to feed them. They're kind of potty trained. Like, the crying slows down where they just randomly cry at you. I don't know.
No, they're at that age. That's it's like the interesting wacky thing about that, like, is like, obviously we were all that age, I imagine. It's just that you see them walk around and then they'll like randomly fall, and like a fall that would like shatter your hip or like take out a knee. And for them to, like, half the time they just like get up and like just keep walking like nothing happened.
Oh my God. Yeah. There was a few times where my kids fell from like swing sets, or their leg bends like this crazy direction. You're like, I would lose every ligament in my leg. And they just get up, start running away. You're like, you want to sit down? You okay? Are you okay? You want some ice?
What the heck happened?
How did you? I don't know.
Yeah, just oh well.
I get up, I'm wearing like leg braces. Forrest Gump.
I'm down for the count. Down goes Frazier.
So, summary of Netflix. This is good for Netflix. Okay. I don't know how people. Well, first of all, that they're supposed to get paid. What was it, $2.8 billion? They don't have to buy this monolith dinosaur company. Which the only thing that Fabio and me were talking, because we were game planning, how are we wrong? And I'm like, when I'm so convicted and I've got so much in it, I'm just thinking, I'm like, how am I wrong? Because I was so sure the deal was going to fall through. And Fabio had a good point. He's like, the CEO of, I'm assuming he was talking about Ted at Netflix, could dig his heels in. because we don't know it. We don't know. Like, I can look at the financials and I can look at the union contracts and all this external things and tell you this deal sucks. But in the end, we don't know what's in his heart. Like, did he work there as an intern and he wants to freaking buy Warner Brothers lot and because he loves that place so much and he's always wanted to own it and he doesn't care? That was the part that was scary. You just don't know, right? People are people. We make stupid emotional decisions. Like, I was like, maybe please tell me he doesn't dig his heels in because he's like, oh, I'm not losing this to that damn Ellison kid. F that. So sure, but he didn't.
Yeah.
So that's why you're supposed to have boards, right? That's why you're supposed to have a board make these decisions, not just one person. The board can speak for the investors, hopefully, except for Elon's companies. So all that revenue from Oracle data centers. There you go. You could even say, yeah, you're playing data centers if you buy Netflix because you will have data center revenue funding your company. That's part. I'm joking, but I'm really not. Like, so I think Netflix under 100 is still interesting. I haven't bought it this week, but I'm starting a competing stream called Netfuck.
That's funny.
So that's that catch up. Yeah. But what else? Anything else about that?
Well, we'll see how it all shakes out because, like, Paramount, if I recall correctly, Paramount is taking the whole kit and caboodle, like, to include even the cable businesses.
I think so.
Yeah.
I think they have to. Nobody's talked about splitting anything. I think they're just going to buy it all and then figure it out.
Yeah, like, because
just sell it to that shitty company Comcast split off.
Yeah.
They can just dump all the cable assets into that thing. So.
Yeah, like that's the kicker. Like, is like, I get it. If you nerd out over debt and like you really looked over Warner Brothers Discovery, you're like, it's not that bad. But at the same time, like, you cannot deny. You look at like the number just optically on a financial sheet, you're like, good God, that's a disgusting number relative to everything else.
Yeah.
So we'll see how they manage that.
In the end, it's like Netflix doesn't want to be in the movie theater business. I think that would be such a mistake. I know they have like a few movie theaters in specific cities. They're not really movie theaters. They're more like presentation venues, which I think is great. They only have like 5 of them, right? I think it's like Philadelphia, Las Vegas, Texas, I think. So fine, that's great. You can push your movies out to those places. But like, they had to agree if they bought Warner Brothers, they would have had to agree to like, how long can you put, like, they would have been like, we have to put a movie to theaters for X number of weeks before we can stream it. It's like, why are you doing this to yourself, Netflix? Why are you buying a company that's forcing you to make decisions about your streaming service that's not in the best interest of your company necessarily? Like, this,
you got a great.
I'm like, why are you doing this? Like, just worry about like what you do now. Like, you license content, and you're in the eyeball business, right? That's what they're trying to do. Just get more eyeballs. But so it's interesting, kind of. Maybe this is a good shot to get a second crack at it if it keeps dropping a bit, just because Iran becomes such a big monolith of a story. If it's killing everything in the market, this is something that could be interesting. It goes down a little bit more. So, okay. I was going to show this. I think I showed you guys. So I didn't want to do this at the beginning because I'm curious who's paying attention. My performance. I'm showing, which I've showed people. I've showed you guys. So this is total performance of my trading account of Fidelity. I switched over in May of 25. So I don't have 1 year. So I switched from Schwab. So I don't have Schwab to show you because they can you out of the website. There you go. So I'm around 95, 100% in less than a year, which I was doing honestly about 100% in COVID. It's a little down for me. So if you want to look at, where'd it go?
It was there, and then it was like, okay. Yeah,
okay. This is kind of cool. Fidelity does this. There you go. There's my monthly performance. So guess which month TSSI fucked me? Take a wild guess. I know it's hard to figure out, but
we'll take August 25.
The people that criticize me, I've heard you only talk about winners after they're winners, Dan. That's all you ever talk about. I'm like, okay, you can hate, but there's a loser. That was TSSI. I got clapped by that. Money Mark was right. So there you go. But otherwise, I do pretty well. My goal, I have like a goal every year investing. Like every year I have like one, I will try and do this better. Last year, my goal was to try and be more comfortable not having be fully invested at all times. Because before it's like you always feel like 100% of your investing account has to be in stocks, right? All the time. Buy that, sell it, don't jump into the next thing, all that. And I'm like, man, I feel like I make mistakes when I get a big win and then I immediately flip it for something. And then the next investment's always dog shit. And it's like, why do I do this to myself all the time? It's like, just enjoy the win. So I tried to do that last year. I mean, that's why people see there was a few months where it was like 2 or 3%. Honestly, that's probably a month I just didn't do much. I probably just sat in cash, which is nice now because Fidelity gives you that auto drip.
Yeah,
Schwab didn't give you. That's why I always felt like I had to be fully invested because Schwab didn't give you that 4%. So like Schwab or Fidelity's great because I'm like, I'm still making something if I'm just waiting. That was my goal last year. So this year, my goal is kind of to follow Money Mark's teachings, having specific sell points and sticking to that and not trying to time the top of a stock. But you pick that line. That's where you say you're going to sell it. Fucking sell it when it gets there. Don't go, oh, we'll keep going up, YOLO. And then, that's how you get screwed. So I'm trying that this year. We'll see how we do. No, I have like 5 accounts. So I have a dividend account. I have my obviously retirement accounts, my kids' accounts. Like the vast majority of stuff I talk about here is in my trading account. There's some exceptions, like my Caterpillar, that's in the long-term holding account carrier. They're not in that account that you just saw. That's like all my options trading, which I haven't honestly done a lot of that. Mostly just equities. I think people like forget, like, if you get a freaking 10% win in like a 3-week investment, that's fucking amazing. It doesn't feel like it though, does it?
No, but
it doesn't feel like, especially when you're in a community like Capital Mindset, when people like Dex will post like a 400% on a goddamn stock. Like you feel like you feel like you're useless, but 10% is an amazing return on something you sat in for like a month or 3 weeks. I mean, good for you. Yeah. So take the win. Like, I don't know. I think we all try and out alpha each other. It's fair enough. I mean, I moved from Schwab to Fidelity to get the suite. Oh, dude. Thank you.
Yeah,
Jesse convinced, because what I did last year, I got into every brokerage. I opened a JP Morgan. I opened a international brokerage, or Interactive Brokers, Fidelity. And then what else? There was one more. I opened literally like everything but Robinhood. And I played with it, put like 1,000 in each one and played with it, which made taxes a pain in the ass this year. So Fidelity, everything's just awesome. Like the only thing I wasn't really, the option chain was different than what I'm used to. Not that different, a little different, but I'm used to it now. But like Fidelity's awesome. Like I don't know what I would complain about. Like the credit card is awesome. The trading features are awesome. Like I got my tax forms in like friggin' like end of January. Schwab is usually like fucking March, I feel, some years. So I don't know. They answer the phone. Like I've had no problems with them. I love it. I'm eventually, all my money's gonna be Fidelity. I'm almost there. I'm moving things over still. But I love them. So I think people are crazy. I don't, using Robinhood, I'm like, you're nuts. I think you're nuts. They're not a full featured brokerage. But yeah, like Interactive Brokers was impressive. I told Fabio this. I'm like, I was really blown away by the professionalism of Interactive Brokers. Like I could tell, like if you're a trader or you're somebody of Fabio's level, I'm like, that's what you should be using, because they have like widgets. Have you opened it?
I have dabbled with Interactive Brokers before. I was part of like a college investing club, and we ran like paper accounts on Interactive.
Yeah.
So I'm aware of some of the features.
You could like, they're like the corners are widgets, and you can decide what widget you want for what type of investing. And it was really cool. honestly, it's too much for somebody like me. It was just too much.
Yeah.
I don't need all that full feature. It's kind of, you can get overwhelmed with some of this stuff sometimes. So I'm like, maybe when I'm retired, that'll be my trading account. But for a weekend investing warrior, not for me. But yeah, people, to me, honestly, Fidelity and Interactive Brokers blew me away. The JP Morgan trading site is the biggest piece of garbage I have ever. I cannot believe Jamie Dimon puts his name on that. I'm telling you, it is. Well, here's the frustrating part. So you can't tell, like, say you have a bank account, a credit card, and a brokerage. It's all the same, like, formatting. You don't know which one you're on. It was so frustrating because the screens don't change. Like, so I couldn't tell which freaking screen I was on sometimes when I was looking for a feature. I'm like, am I in the brokerage or am I in like the freaking checking account? I can't tell and it looks terrible. It has none of the functionality that you want. It was like, I guess if you want to just buy, like, if you want that to be like your S&P 500, where you just throw $100 in it, fine. But if you want any features, the Morgan one is terrible. Oh, it's the worst. Oh, Slurpee agrees.
Yep.
Yeah, dude. Oh, I run away from that. I'd rather use Robinhood than that. That's how bad it was. Gun in my head, I'd rather use Robinhood the rest of my life than that.
I mean, it does have a clean interface. I will give them that.
If you're just pure buy and hold, you never want to look at your stuff. I get it. Like, say you already have your checking and savings, you have the credit card. Okay, fine. Like, fair enough, I guess. Like, I don't even know if there's auto investing. It was there was like no features and it was painful. I hated that thing. So there's my performance. So you can cry. I don't know. I do pretty good. Sometimes I think about, like, why didn't I put like all my money in Caterpillar? Like, that's stuff I think about. Like, why didn't I sell all my dividend stocks, everything, and just dump it into Caterpillar? I'd be retired right now. I don't know. But then you could also be one of those, not Wall Street bets, but there's other Reddits where it's like race to 10 million. Dude, you got to get in that one. That one's the new degen-ish kind of.
Oh no.
Well, it's a mix of like actually decent investors and degens. So there's a race to 1 million and a race to 10 million. So the boomer edition is the 10 million one. They're both pretty good to follow, actually. They're not as well known as Wall Street bets. I actually enjoy them. But let's see. Your icon for tonight looks like an 80s Wall Street movie. Funny you mentioned that.
Yep.
So I took the new Wall Street movie. Wait, do I have it?
Yeah, there we are.
Well, that's the change. Where's the original? Yeah, so there's the original. I mean, that's a pretty good face swap, don't you think?
Yeah, I'd say so.
And then I had Grok take all the text out and then replace our names. So Grok did that. But I used a face swap for the rest of it.
And I took GLP-1s. I joke. I stole that from Kiwi Sam, I think it was. Yeah.
All right, what's left? So we talk about Nvidia, Netflix merger, Boeing. We don't need to talk about Boeing.
Did you want Iran?
Yes. We missed Iran. All right, we'll finish with Iran. Cool. We're going to be talking about it for a while, so this isn't like, we're both military vets, so go ahead, tell me what you think. Brutally honest.
Some of the narratives are like really, really wacky and stupid, I think. Like, so we're calling it a forever war, apparently, or like that's what the vibes say. And to my knowledge, like outside of like special operations, like, have we put meaningful actual boots in Iran itself? Like I'm talking like at bare minimum a battalion or more.
I mean, Mossad's got agents, right? But are they Israelis? Probably not. They're probably just locals.
Yeah, like that's part of like the component to a forever war is like your basically infantry is the final arbiter, and either they eventually get to come home or they're stuck. And like we haven't even gotten that. Like we haven't crossed that line yet. Like I don't know. Yeah. Like I think there's a legitimate concern of, well, if you keep killing off their leadership, eventually you're gonna have difficulties negotiating with someone. But like we're
My
we're not
problem,
at
like
that step yet.
everyone is so confident this is going to go well, and I'm like, we were just like this in the last 2 Middle Eastern wars. I
Mhm.
remember it. Maybe the people younger, but Afghanistan started off really well. We kicked the Taliban's ass. Airstrikes. We
Yeah.
pulverized them with airstrikes, right? Everyone was so cocky about that. And then they fled to Pakistan. And then Iraq. We friggin' launched this like spearhead run up the highway, which there's some really good books about that actually. We took our tanks and we rammed them right up the highway right to Baghdad, and it worked. So both, now we have this incredible bombing campaign so far. But eventually you're going to run out of targets to bomb.
Yeah.
It's not even about like the people say, oh, we're going to run out of bombs and missiles. Like, no. We're going to run out of things to blow up is what happens. You have a $5 million smart bomb, right? I think there was a joke. I don't know if it was serious, but someone said like, we use a smart bomb to blow up like a truck, like a Toyota Tacoma. And they were like, oh, that makes no sense. Like it gets to that point where there's nothing left to blow up. So then what are you going to do? And then he's okay. They'll surrender and negotiate. Okay, what if they don't? What now? That's like 2 weeks from now, probably where we're going to be. There's nothing left to blow up. They don't want to talk to us because there's no troops on the ground to force them to come talk to us. This is a mess. Like, it's not even about winners and losers because I'm like, what do you mean? That's irrelevant. Are we going to lose? What does that mean? Like, they're not invading us. They'll shoot missiles at our partners. They'll shoot missiles at Israel. We'll bomb their trucks and their buildings. Is there really winners and losers? Like, it's just this weird war stance, not war, whatever. But like, I don't know. I think this is a mess that's going to be with us and haunt us all year.
There is one.
There's no easy way to get out of this. Like,
yeah. There is a point of interesting commentary or thing, like a bit of news from the administration, and I don't know if we've ever gotten more clarity or details on it, but like the whole like Trump administration saying, yeah, the Navy, like you pay for shipping insurance through something from the U.S. government, and but the Navy will help open up.
Yeah,
like
the Navy will escort
again, I don't know what
through the Strait of Hormuz. How many ships do you think we have? We don't have that many. like
it's
the carrier group, group in the Arabian Ocean. There's probably maybe 20 ships there. A carrier strike group, say 20. You don't have ships to escort people through the straits. Why would you do that? Our ships are designed for standoff at like hundreds of mile range. Why would you put them at risk like that? That's like a Coast Guard function. It's like, Jesus Christ. So he said that stupid shit, and then it's like,
yeah.
Then he said, I'm telling you, troops are not off the table. I don't care if we're not landing troops. Why? Says who? He could totally put troops like at that port. Like, I can see it. They launch some drones and one of them hits a ship somehow, one of our naval ships. Then they all of a sudden they start landing freaking Marines at their port facility. Like, this could get out of hand really fast. And they can keep shooting Shaheeds at us all day. That ain't going to stop. Like, they build those in caves in the mountains. So, I don't know. War is messy. And this is sucked that he said this. Demands unconditional surrender. That sucks.
Yeah.
That's a bad stance to be at, because we were talking about negotiation, and it's like, now you're going to say this shit. He's really confident right now because everything's kind of going well, right? 5 or 6 people have died, unfortunately. We've taken out their Navy. We've taken out all of our targets. We've taken how many of their leaders out. So it's all going well, but I don't know. I think this is going to be a mess. If he has this type of stance, there's no easy way out. And we can't kidnap their leader like Venezuela. He's gone. Oh, but it sucks. So I've pulled back a bit to cash, and I was talking to Jesse about that this week. And I told you guys too. I'm like, I said it like when this happened, I'm like, war is messy. Like,
Yeah.
I'm not even people are, oh, you're gonna say we're gonna lose or they're gonna win. I'm like, I'm not saying that. It's just like it's shit's gonna happen that you didn't think was gonna happen. Did anyone think they were gonna launch drones at Azerbaijan? Like,
Did not
but
have
here
that
we
on the
are.
video card.
They're just
Yeah.
shooting shaheeds at everybody, trying to destabilize the area. I mean, I don't know how many people thought that was gonna happen. They thought they would just shoot everything at Israel, but it makes sense because Israel's protected. What about all the partners in the area? I mean, they're just sowing chaos, and we're sowing chaos. It's just a shitty place to be. So it sucks. I mean, I would tell people you might want to think about not having leveraged and margin, and you might want to pull back on your risk dial a bit. And you might, the market dropped 2% buying opportunity. I'm like, what the really 2%, bro? Like, wait a bit, chill. But there's going to be tactical opportunities. A good time to buy stuff though is when everything gets pummeled, right, mercilessly in the market.
Yeah.
Even the good companies like Netflix. So that's one. What did Dex say? Dex said something. Oh yeah. This was
Oh yeah, that one. Yeah.
That was a cool.
I was too slow. I was too slow.
So I don't talk sometimes because I go at it at night, like middle of the night. I'm either playing video games or I'll look up something. So I saw that and we were talking about it. Somebody messaged me about it in the Boomer Stock chat. One of the guys. Thank you. And then I'm like, why the fuck? I was out of it already because I used Money Mark's discipline saved me on AeroVironment because I sold it in the 300s and then it dropped a bit. So I'm like, well, why did it drop so much? Because people go look at AeroVironment right now if you want. It fell off a cliff. So yeah, we can pull the story. Do you see it?
I do not.
Did they already pull it off the main page?
Maybe. Lots of different space news out there, apparently.
Oh, damn it. I think it's this, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah. There we go.
There it is.
Yeah, that photo looks familiar.
So, actually this was useful because I used AI to pretty quickly figure out what happened. I used Gemini, figure out, okay, what happened? What news with AeroVironment? And this popped up. So they had this contract. They had a space contract. They had a contract in place to provide a specific piece of equipment. I gotta speed this up. And the Space Force decided to reopen procurement on that asset. So I'm being general here. And people, what I think happened after reading the story, I think the algorithms, which I think this is opportunities for investors like retail like us. I think algorithms do stupid shit because there's no humans involved. I think companies and hedge funds have specific pre-programmed, if-thens for trading sometimes. So, I mean, I think that explains a lot of times when you see a company just fall off a cliff outside of earnings. Well, earnings too, to some degree. But I think somebody had programmed if AeroVironment loses a contract or something like that to sell it. So the stock just fell off a cliff. But we dug into it. It's like they didn't lose the contract. They didn't lose it. Open procurement just means, like you said, and you theorized, you led me in a good direction. You said Golden Dome, which I hadn't thought of. When you said it, it sparked that. I'm like, oh shit, you're right. I'm like, what if this is just they have to expand so rapidly in this type of equipment, they had to reopen procurement because it's bigger now than the AeroVironment technology. And people can read the story if they want. Satellite control network. So it doesn't mean they're losing necessarily. Maybe they're going to get more out of this, but some other company might come in and do some of the work too, like Northrop Grumman. And that's not bad for AeroVironment. So bought it at like 210. And it jumped up immediately the next day. I was like, whoa, man. So I thought it was a harsh treatment of the stock. So I think that happens sometimes. Like, I don't think it's a person. I don't think a person intentionally sold when stuff like that happens. I honestly think it's algorithms will just destroy a company. And then when you see it rapidly go up the next day, what happened? Well, someone like me bought it, probably. Like a lot of people like me all of a sudden jumped in because we're like, wait, this is stupid. Why did it drop? Made no sense. So, and this is a big part of the backlog. So if algorithms or companies had computers that did the math and they revalued the company saying, well, what if this backlog isn't a backlog anymore because it's open, because they lost the contract? They revalue the stock. Next thing you know, they sell it. I think that's totally what happened here. Whatever. We made some money. Well, I wish you had jumped in it. But
I wasn't able to.
I
Yeah,
do a
just
better job
time-wise.
talking because I will get it
Yeah.
and then I just start working it and then
Mhm.
I go to bed and then I don't like follow through. But your instincts are good on it. So as always.
I sometimes get some right. Not always. Sometimes.
I didn't go big. I mean, Netflix was much bigger. Way bigger than that.
To be fair though, like government contract revenue compared to like broad subscription revenue, I think we know which one's the better business model.
I know. Did you guys see no?
I saw some news, but I didn't
Cartels or
like fully
something?
dig. Yeah, that's my guess. Is cartels, but
Dude.
not fully sure.
I mean, you can see the path Trump's doing. You took out, you know, the Venezuelan oil. You took that off the table to supply China, right? And hurts Russia too. Then you go after Iran, which is another freaking oil proxy and helps the Israelis. Next up, you go after what's next? Cuba. Cuba doesn't provide oil, but they're their last priority. But
Yeah,
I think totally his plan was to go to Cuba next. But Iran is going to be a black hole for us. I don't see an easy out. I don't know. This is a freaking mess.
Yeah,
we'll have plenty of time to talk about it next week as go by.
Yeah.
So, but what do you think of when we struck that ship unarmed coming back from India? People were crying about that.
Messy, unfortunate. I can see why people are harumphing, but this is war, man. Like
I know,
I know it's not a declared war, but
that's what I thought. I'm like, they should have probably armed the ship. They knew that we were in the area threatening them like for the last month.
Yeah.
And you sent off your biggest ship on a freaking military exercise. Like that was pretty dumb of you. Maybe they did that thinking it would save the ship, though. Maybe they did think the war was coming.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe that was their way to try and save it. They shouldn't have sent it back then. They should have left it in Sri Lanka or whatever.
Yeah, just have it chill in port. Yeah,
that's what the Germans did during World War II. They would hide their ships in neutral ports to try and save them from the Brits, like Argentina.
Yeah, that's there's a fun question.
Not all cash.
Yeah, not all.
Like almost like 50%. My trading count.
Heavy cash in the trading.
Very heavy.
But yeah.
And Gil likes to say that, oh, well, you did it after the tariffs.
Yeah, because I remember it was a large percent. It wasn't the entire thing.
Yeah. I'm like, Gil keeps claiming I did it after the tariff liberation day. I'm like, go check the videos on my stream and you will see the video was in February of 2025 that tells you that I was scared of something stupid happening. I saved my ass. And then I didn't like a big chunk of the cash stayed cash, but then I started reinvesting in the markets in May. So, I mean, honestly, the February 25 top compared to where we are today, I think that the money that I did leave in cash, it's honestly not a big deal. And I sleep well at night. So, but I started buying back in. So I've moved a little bit of the stocks back into the cash assets again. So I'm a survivor. I'm going to survive. And I think you don't always have to be performing at all times. Like you can just sit in cash sometimes and be tactical. I mean, I showed my return. A lot of that was just sitting in cash and I did pretty damn well. So pretty pleased with myself. But a lot of it was other people's ideas though. I mean, Capital Mindset, I think because he doesn't do a lot of videos anymore, it's an amazing tool. The community.
Yes.
If you don't know how to use the tool, you'll fuck your hand up. I've talked about this. Like we used to screen people to come in I don't know if you
Yep.
remember. We literally were screening people. But it was not screening for acumen and investing. It was screening for weirdos, kind of. People that we thought would just be weird. Like you can't answer like 4 questions. I had a guy, like there was a guy literally he just like laughed. So like I didn't let him in, but
Yeah,
we had to stop.
It's a low.
There was so much
low
time.
bar.
Yeah, it was a low bar, but it's an advanced level. There's people that haven't handled it well. They jump into every investment everyone talks about, and I'm like, you have to have competency. Like Peter Lynch told you this. Like you have to have competency in what you invest in, and you do. I know because you invest in things you know. Talked about like some of the Korean investments and the military industrial stuff you've done, but it's like some of these people, I'm like, what the hell do you know about this company? Oh, it looks cheap. It's like, you don't fucking know anything about this type of company. Like, what are you doing? Someone asked me if I was going to KKR or Apollo. I'm like, I have no idea about private equity and those type of companies. They can be as cheap as they want. I have no idea what they do. I don't know how to value it. I'd be so lost in the woods. Like I would have to just free think. Like I've done that. Fine. I'll free think like Jesse. Like I'll follow Jesse to the ends of the earth. I swear to God. Like if you ever wanted to free think somebody, to me, it'd be Jesse. I would just,
he's definitely.
I had to blindly just buy one person's stocks. Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, because like Jesse talks about stuff that he knows. Like
Andrew would give me a heart attack or stroke. I can't. He wouldn't. I'd be like, "You want me to short what? Like, fucking can't. I'm old, man. I can't do it."
No, just position size it responsibly is what I'd say. Because like Andrew has definitely fine tuned that machine into something wonderful.
Arm the ships. No, I think they should have thrown up the white flag. Yep.
The ship probably would have survived.
Where did the Gil vendetta come from? How did this all get started? He said some very hurtful things, and it just kind of kept going. Listen, people. Gil is completely fake. Well, no, there's 2 possibilities. Everything Gil says is a lie, or he's that incompetent at trading. Like he's really bad. Like he's really bad. And when I started to peg him on things he says, and then he always says he perfectly exited it. But I can look at option prices to realize he got freaking wrecked on stuff if he did buy what he said. So again, it's like he's either lying out of his mouth or he's literally that bad as a like trader, investor, whatever you want to call him. Like his latest thing, people here that are following Strongman, you've seen what I bet. He said he's buying TLT to wait for the market to drop 20% to then transition to some other investment. I'm like, okay. I'm like, if you do happen to believe the market's going to drop 20%, which I don't, but okay, if you do, that's not the way to do it. That's a shitty risk return ratio. Terrible. I'm like, there's so many better ways. I'm not saying it here because I don't want to teach people, but there is a specific tool that is beautiful to use when the market drops. It's really effective. And that's for us in Capital Mindset. So yeah, maybe.
I just hope he's okay. That's all. That's
he said like last fall, he's like tech is going to drop and blah, 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 which the market did drop. But then he said he bought puts on SPY. And I'm like, why would you buy puts on SPY if you think AI is going to have a dip? It doesn't make sense.
Yeah, the NASDAQ is right there. The NASDAQ is right there. Like, I know the NASDAQ technically isn't all tech.
He always uses the wrong tool at the wrong time, or he's just wrong. Like, buying 20-year leveraged bond funds in this climate is freaking stupid as hell.
Yeah, I don't know enough.
Fidelity will pay you 4% to sit on your hands, and I don't have to worry about losing money. Like bonds can lose money.
Certainly can.
Gil probably has a 7-figure account. Well, he said short Dave and go long. What was it? What did he say go long in?
Was it TLT or something else?
No, it was something else. He said he was it Amazon? Might have been long Amazon, short Dave before Amazon went from like 240 to 200. Ugh.
Oof.
It's enough Gil talk.
Yeah.
But AeroVironment, I sold some of it. So that was not going to hold. I'm not holding that stock. It scares the hell out of me, honestly, at this point. Not doing it.
fun Twitter stuff.
Yeah. It's always kind of this is Joseph Carlson taught us, you end with like a relatable haha comedic relief thing, right? Like I like Joseph Carlson for Joseph, I love you. I love you, man. I want to interview Joseph. Like my that'd be like the perfect interview. Like if I could pick who I want to interview, my gold standard. But Chamath, all right, this is the last thing.
Yes.
I saw this today. I just thought it was so interesting. So this guy, Parabolic, has been going. He released a story saying that he believed in Chamath and bought some of the SPACs that Chamath proposed, and he got clapped, and he lost a lot of money, and it wrecked him, and it hurt his family. Chamath is like, you know what? This guy clapped me. I clapped back. And then we spoke, so I funded his 2 daughters' college accounts. It's like, what? Oh. And then they go on to talk about, like, the guy's like, yeah, I actually met Chamath. He really is an asshole. So it's like, oh. And then people were making fun of Chamath earlier because he was earlier this week. He was like saying the people that lost money. He's like, well, did you got that capital loss you can use? That's an asset, or he's like pretending it's an asset, like friggin' ridiculous. But I don't know. His whole idea that, you know, it's your fault that you looked at his investment shit and bought it and you're a sucker. I just want him to go away. Like,
Yeah.
he doesn't have to go to jail, but he's out in the public and he's doing his stupid I hate that podcast. I will not watch it.
Yeah,
They're insufferable. I can't stand those fucking people. But, you know, you want to be out in the public after you defrauded. I think he defrauded the public. Those SPACs he put out there, like Virgin Galactic. Oh my God, that was a glorious short. Like, of course, space tourism doesn't work. Of course. But then I'm like, do we blame him? We blame the fact that they let a company like that get released publicly. Like, I don't know. Like, in the end, Chamath's just a piece of shit. I guess that's really where it is. But, you know, it's a free country. He can try and he says he's not trying to open more SPACs for retail, which he's only saying that because he knows that they won't work. But I got a little clipped by him, I think. No, not him. Did you lose any SPACs? Did you invest in any of them? I did one.
I think I did one. Yeah. It was just one.
I did one. It was Beachbody because my wife's a coach and I've done P90X, and I kind of looked at their filings and I thought there was potential. So put a little money in it. Didn't work out. That did not work.
I don't think mine was a Chamath SPAC though. But
yeah, that one wasn't. It was
a
Shaq Ross Gerber SPAC.
Ah.
Oh, there's a funny one. Ross Gerber deleted all that. He was involved in Beachbody. Motherfucker.
That's right, he was.
Yeah. That was the one I had. I don't think any others.
Yeah. For me it was
I didn't buy Oots. I thought about it. No.
That one, the real company. Oots.
I thought it was kind of interesting because it's a real snack company, and I thought there's potential it gets bought, and their products are better.
Not bad. Yeah.
They're really good. I like Oots chips, but I lost a bunch of money because of you too, Chamath. Give me money now. Eating a lot. Yeah.
Respect the hustle, Slurpees. Yeah.
But, you know, I don't think, like, if Chamath tries to say he deserves the hate. I mean, I don't know necessarily needs to go to jail, but I mean, you should be getting dunked on by people on Twitter because he hurt a lot of people. And I hate that the system exists where it's like, you know, oh, you're a sucker. But hey, you know, Yield Max exists, right?
Yep.
Yield Max and that J guy did the same thing Chamath did. They hurt people. They hurt people for profit. And then, some people made money. It's like, no, you hurt. Like, everyone got hurt. That J guy's living in a fancy house in Jupiter, Florida, I think it was. And all those Yield Max people are ruined. And there's Yield Max YouTubers, and they still keep making videos like nothing happened. Wow, people lost 50-60% of their money. And they got a funny, surprising tax bill, I bet.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, this year probably not a fun year this time of year.
Yeah. Wait, Dan, have you looked at Michael Burry going ham. Oh,
I have no idea what the hell he's been doing. I'm
he
like
doing that
borderline
now?
at the point where I'm like just gonna mute the guy.
I don't follow him.
Yeah, like ever since he decided to go Substack, like, and even then he was interesting to say the least in the polite way.
Well, I'm just like he gave up on being an investor.
It
So now
seems like
he's
it.
just a FinTwit dude. He just gets rage. He's just doing rage bait for clicks now.
Yeah, I don't get it. Like the other people that were mentioned in The Big Short are still vibing and doing their own thing. Like,
Am I crazy? Like, why? If you were him, I don't know. Obviously, he's smarter than us and Spectrum and all. You know, you had Christian Bale freaking play you in a movie. You were iconic. People had this huge, grandiose vision of you as a person. Like, all you had to do was embrace that freaking like who you were, whether it was real or not. I don't know. Like, he could have done like speaking tours. I don't know. What do you do with that though? Do you sell courses? Like, do you do the
You
Warren
go-
Buffett thing? But he
you go
tried.
fishing.
Yeah, like I don't know. Like, there's no good answer, I guess, because like
Yeah,
what he did do, I think, kind of destroyed his legacy a bit. Like a lot of his tweeting. I mean, he was wrong. He was a guy that was right. He was really, really right once, right? And that's all it takes. That's all it takes. If you're really, it's just like I said at the beginning of it. Like if I just dumped all my assets in a Caterpillar, I'd be retired right now, right? It just takes one. You just got to have one big win. Then there's a lot of times when it doesn't happen. I don't know. It's kind of like, I think he's kind of an asshole, but you know, granted, there's a lot of assholes in the world.
yeah.
He was another
crime.
Nvidia round trip idiot.
Yeah.
You know, it's just like, you know, if you talk to an accountant, they probably could have told you it's not that big a deal what you're so hung up on. Which was like FTAI, that snow cap. That snow cap shorting firm.
Mm-hmm.
Was it snow cap?
I forget what they were, but yeah, there's some really bad short reports.
I'm rambling a bit. This company. Yeah, that snow cap.
Yeah.
Oh god. And again, and I even messaged them directly. They never responded, but I wrote them and I'm like, I'm telling you guys you're wrong. I'm like, I'm an accountant. I'm not a great accountant. I'm just an accountant. I'm like, your whole short thesis on FTAI was shady accounting practices. I'm like, accounting is about decision making. There's not one way to skin a cat. Like companies, managers make decisions on how to account for funds and how to account for work and stuff like that. They're not accountants. Sometimes honestly they don't care. So like what happened at FTAI, I think this, I don't know about Ricky, but what I thought was managers had a business. They changed the business to a different type of, you know, repairing modular engines, right? Doing something they hadn't done in the past. They're starting this new business and they're trying to expand. They're not thinking we need to update accounting standards in the company. That wasn't on their list of to-dos.
Yeah.
So they had the old accounting standards with the new business. And this company's like, well, they're deceiving investors. It's like, you know, honestly, they probably don't give a shit about how the money's accounted for. I've dealt with enough directors. A lot of them don't care. So they're probably like, okay, I mean, we should probably update it. We'll get around to it at some point. But it wasn't like deliberately like nefarious. Like they weren't trying to hide anything. Just they don't care about accounting. Like that's what I saw. I'm like, it was a good opportunity though.
Mm-hmm.
It went from like 100 to 250-ish, right? I think it was.
Yeah. Ricky made it.
Ricky had his own that was my interpretation of the short, not just the thesis on the company. He thought like their whole change in business was going to work, which Ricky was very, very right. So Ricky's friggin' the GOAT.
Yeah.
But that's another one. It's like these short. I'm like, I wanted to be like, have you talked to a freaking CPA? Because you guys are so sure there's something nefarious about the accounting. Like, did you literally talk to someone like me? Because I was like, yeah, you know, people aren't perfect. You know, managers don't give a shit about accounting sometimes. Like, it's not their top priority.
Yeah, throw it as a critical audit matter and just move on with life. Like that's another one. Oh god, the meta critical audit matter on the data centers like made the rounds for Twitter for like a day or two. Like
I don't know this, so
Yeah. All right. So basically, what Meta did was they had for a lot of their data centers, like how it's structured, they park it as a VIE, variable interest entity. For those that don't know, so to for the viewer, I have a bias against critical odd matters and VIEs generally. That being said, I'm not going to short a company just because a thing I don't like and a critical audit matter exists. Because like not all critical audit matters are created equal. Like we got to look at how big of the line item in question are we harumphing over. Like how core is it to the business, and also like uh just because it's a critical audit matter doesn't mean like they're committing fraud. Like I know that the auditors aren't necessarily going to say, "Hey, we've made sure this thing is fraud proof," but like the commentary on internal controls is another big component,
Mhm.
and like that wasn't a problem. So like, why are we crying over that? Like, give it time for it to be an issue. Come on.
Ooh,
Anyways,
oh, he missed earlier. Listen,
yeah,
like I
we're
don't
not
know a
PE
damn
guys.
thing about these companies. I
Yeah,
don't know anything about how they operate. I am so
we're
lost in the woods analyzing a company like this, like
yeah,
Blackstone or KKR.
not
Just
us.
it's so out of my circle of competency. So I don't even think about it. Like I stick to what I know. I know retail companies, I know industrials, I know military, and I will follow Fabio, Jesse, or you into stuff sometimes. And John. Um,
Yeah, yeah,
I try and stick to what I know. So, and I know HVAC, I
yep.
think. Or I should say when I say it's I and my network.
No work. Yeah.
So you are not individual. Like your circle of competency is you, the
Mhm.
person, your family, your friends, people you know on the internet. That's your circle of competency. Like, oh, like my brother is a HVAC engineer. Okay, I know I got some HVAC competency. And then, I think Bacon has good insights into South Korea. And then Fabio has really good analysis of like the banking segment, and Jesse with software. So your circle grows, but it's not everything. Um, but people are just going to buy everything in sight.
Yeah, I think like with this, unless you're really really old, you have time to like evaluate the world around you, the people in
Well,
it.
okay,
You know.
perfect example. I
Mhm.
followed Fabio basically in SPGI. Like, but I have some understanding I understand like what they do to some degree. So I bounced a lot of it off Fabio. We talked about it in our group chat. So kind of followed him into it. That's worked out pretty well actually.
Mhm.
He's I think he's much no, I know he is much bigger into it than I am. I think he's gonna do really well with that damn thing. But like the whole nonsense of I mean, we didn't talk about that topic. I guess that could have been another one, but ugh, I'm sick of it. But like the whole like few weeks ago where it was like AI, Claude was announcing new freaking software every day. Um, some of that is real tangible threats, which we'll do SaaS next week, maybe, or the
Mhm.
week after. Not tonight. I need to drink more for SaaS. But like SPGI, that's not a SaaS company. Like that's no, they do finance and credit. You're not having AI rate debt and do what SPGI does. So I thought it was a good opportunity, and that drop was ridiculous. So that was a decent one. I bit into it decently, but he did. He's going to do really well with that. Oh, I think Jesus, hour and a half.
Yep.
We
Yep.
went long. I always shoot for an hour, but
Yeah, we've done an hour and a half, hour 45, 2 hours before.
the people that do this for I can do 2 hours, and then I'm like, I start getting
Yeah.
hot. And
Mhm.
it's just it's a lot doing this stuff sometimes. Um, well, any parting? I guess we're in wait and see how the war goes mode.
Yeah, yeah. Wait and see how that plays out. Plenty of awful narratives out there in FinTwit and other places. We'll do what we can. I'm sure
I
we'll be
don't
all
think
right.
it's gonna go the way we think, but I
Well, I
guess
mean, like, yeah. Like, I meant like in general, but yeah, with Iran, that one can be messy. There's plenty of ways that it can be messy, but see what gets committed, how it all plays out.
There's a path that could go well or not, I guess. But like, well, it's going really well. It's like, okay, right now, but all of a sudden, they could have a missile hit one of our carriers. Like, this could go south really fast on you. The oil prices are an issue.
Yeah.
But not oil though. Natural gas and liquefied natural gas and jet fuel. I don't want to talk about that short though. That's the group chat. I didn't do a lot. That was more just for the love of the game. Sometimes, but all right. Well, I think I'm good.
You're good.
We good? Anything else?
Yeah, I think we're good. Thank you all for coming back.
Yeah,
and
we'll try and do Thursday, Friday, weekly-ish kind of.
Yeah.
All right. Thanks for watching.